Hi, welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Hi, the doctor here, Don Zulu in Taos, New Mexico.
And I'm Artie Nathan, the HR guy here in the Adirondack Mountains. And our topic today are best practices in working from home.
Okay, and this touches up against some of the other recordings we've had, but it's very discreet, and we hope that it's very useful for you. And the first one really is make team building a priority. How do you do that in this remote environment, Artie?
Well, companies often refer to their employees as team members.
Yeah,
And team has a big place in the workplace.
it does,
And
absolutely.
And then everybody went home. Everybody's working from home. And we thought, well, there's no team and homework. And we got all confused. But the fact of the matter is, we're just working today in a little bit different format. And that does not preclude working as teams, building teams, focusing on teamwork and team spirit. It's so important that managers focus on that every day.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is that virtual meetings are a chance to get all these emotional cues and connections empowered and to build rapport with your teammates. So it's don't be afraid of these virtual team meetings.
A second idea is that leaders have to be present
Mhm.
and they have to show personal interest. And again, we do those things face to face in the office as we walk around and press the flesh, but we can do it just the same in a little bit different format here.
That's exactly right. And being present and be interested, we've talked about before. It's bring your authentic self, if you will, to the meeting, and you can project it right through the camera on your computer to the people that are on the other end. They'll know that you're with them and that you're very interested in what they're doing.
Next idea is to recognize performance.
Mm,
Companies always had recognition programs, employee of the month, supervisor in the spotlight, whatever you want to call it. We did very well with things like that. Then again, we went home, we thought, well, we got to put that on hold. But people are still working, people are still performing, and people are still looking to be recognized for their efforts.
That's exactly right. So, a lot of folks think that it's not easy to have say a quick thanks or good job to people in this virtual environment. We know a CEO has a Post-it note put on his computer up at the top of his computer screen that says, say thank you, and it reminds him to say thank you. So don't be afraid of that.
Just because the format is different doesn't mean the basics are different.
That's right.
So another idea is to set team norms. When you go into a change like this, change management practices have to come through. And you would always set new rules of the road if you were in the office. But the fact of the matter is, you think this is different, you don't have to, but
Yeah,
you really do.
you're setting up the roadmap for how we're going to work together as a team virtually. And they're often assumed even when we're in the office with each other. It's kind of assumed what the norms are. Here in this case, we have to be rather explicit and stating what the norms are and try to eliminate the opportunity for confusion.
And uncertainty and anxiety
All of
and
you.
worry and all those other things. You can resolve those and you can cut them off at the pass,
Yeah. Yes.
these ideas. And lastly, we've said this before, but it needs to be said again. You have to set well-being as a priority.
Absolutely. From helping people set up a comfortable office space at home that's physically separate from their work and their home life, or setting limits on their work day so they don't work too many hours, which is interesting, so easy to do, and encouraging people to get up every hour, take a walk, take a short break. Those things will help your team members be happier and have a better sense of balance, if you will, in their work, this new work environment.
Leaders, all of us have trouble with change.
Mhm.
And change is usually dealing with things we haven't dealt with before. But in this regard, they're just the same, but a little different. Don't forget the basics of how you managed effectively before and apply those same things today.
Yeah. So here's some tips that we've cooked up for you for how to set up and manage your remote workforce a little bit more effectively and a little bit happier. So thanks again for being here today. We'll see you next time, Artie.
Thanks and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.